Let's confirm. Let's make sure everything's good to go. I always gotta tinker, you know. Excuse me. Alright, what the fuck happened today, huh? Sorry, I'm listening to SpaceX launch. Hold on. Alright, things were nominal last time I checked. I will say it's pretty fucking incredible watching these launches. I know Elon gets credit for doing reusable rockets, but I think NASA did it a long time ago and just kind of just bailed on the idea. So it's not a fresh idea, but he definitely what's the word I'm looking for? Completed it. I mean, they've done 300, I think, of those Starlink or those Falcon launches. Crikey. And watching those boosters land on that little barge they have is pretty fucking incredible. Love them or hate them, it's the start. That shit's awesome. Sorry, I hate when people drink and swallow right in front of the mic. It's so gross. All right, where to begin today? Let's start with CPI. Came at a tenth? It's just ever, just a little bit under. Obviously sent futures ripping, and boy, have we seen this before, huh? Let's see. Let me pull this up. I need to start doing this more. I might get a little ranty today. We'll see. I don't care. Close that. Oh, you know what? Look at my mouse. Well, let's see. This is pretty incredible. I was, for some reason, my wheel stopped working. You probably look at better here. So I have the Microsoft, what are they called? The IntelliMouse or whatever. It's actually really, I love this thing. Dude, I've been trying to get that off all fucking day. Excellent. So, like, obviously it looks like that. But my wheel just stopped working, so I took it apart, and then there's like a little arm on the side here that cracked somehow. So it wasn't engaging the wheel when I just it's going like this and just nothing. Anywho's, so my buttons on my mouse, and I can't scroll. I can only use the scroll bar on the side. But these little white tabs, you see that? That's my left and right button. Actually, now that that's gone, I might be able to put the top back on. Let's see, does that work? Oh, god damn, that's nice. So now I just got the top back on, no wheel. It feels so much better. Now I can use the actual buttons on the mouse. All right, sorry. Let's so CPI came in ever so slightly down, and it sent futures just ripping all the way up to the top of the range. So we've been trying to get up again, get it together. We've been trying to bust through this 4155 spot on the ES for a while now. And that's S&P SPX 4155, I believe. Yep. And where did futures stop? You guessed it. 4163 got above a touch. But really the breakout's like 79, I think. Oh god, this is gonna be annoying. let's see. Yeah, 41.79 is about where. So we ripped up, and usually what happens when you have these gaps is, Jesus. So the first thing that happened was, oh, I gotta turn this on. You guys, I'm usually not this slow. So futures right before the CPI print were about 41.28, popped to 41.55, then ripped up to 41.73, so just under that 79 number. I think kind of cooled down a little bit right before the open. Futures are open, if you don't know, from 5 p.m. till 4 p.m. So they're open right now. They're open 23 hours every weekday, and they open Sunday night at 5. Sunday night at 5, and then 5 to 4 every day, and then close at 5 on Friday, and then close Saturday and most of Sunday. So futures are almost always open, which is why I love them so much. And there's no like theta decay, tomfoolery. It's just straight up positions. Yay. Crikey. Not having a fucking scroll bar stinks. So ripped up, and then about right at the open, they started taking it down. Let's see, 8:27. Right at 8:30, it popped one more time up to I don't know why I'm going over this. You guys fucking know this. 41.69.50. And then, so what happens when you have these gap ups is everybody who came in long usually sells the gap, because they're cashing in, right? So anybody that calls sells their calls, and when you sell calls, it adds downward pressure on the underlying stock, or in this case SPX. But in this case it was stocks. So stocks kind of, the collective stocks move the SPX around. It's not the other way around. So a lot of these names gapped up to start the day. Meta, I think, opened at 22.30. I mean, pre-market was 236. Right at open, dumped, big monetization, kind of rally, and then big dump again. This name's kind of frustrating me. I've been tweeting about it because I keep trading it, but I've been in and out quite a bit. It's just not the week for it. I'm too early, and they just fucking hate this thing, and anytime it tries to get going, another headline comes out, because that's how they do it. It's the casino. 7 days in a row they sold Meta to finish out the day. Heavily. But yet it's still sitting here at 233. It could have one of those $7 days soon. God, I'm hoping it's tomorrow. I'll take a $7 day, thanks. So you gap up, everybody sells their calls, and then that puts downward pressure on the underlying, and then you kind of, depending on how aggressive everybody was, and based on the last CPI, I don't think anybody was expecting too much. But what happened today was, going back over here, what happened today was it just kind of manifested on itself. That algo that I've been talking about, that's been on since Friday afternoon, it's just been on. They clicked it on Friday afternoon, the last 2 hours of the day. Stocks, I think, collectively sold off like 20 points. Not too big, but just, you could see it. It was an uptick in sell volume, and then it just kind of this one. Yeah, you can see on 5.5, we had a big rally day. Right up to, yep, you guessed it, 41.63. And then that sell algo came on. Big volume, and then it just stayed on. So we call it distribution. call it whatever you want, but it just kind of stayed on. So stocks would try to rally, and this thing would just be like, no, here's more, here's more, here's more. Did that all day Monday. Did it all day yesterday. Really, really incredible yesterday. And it was still on today. So, you had the downward pressure of people monetizing their calls, add in that sell algo, and the thing just kind of manifested on itself a little bit. And then we broke key support in S&P at 41.19, 41.20 area. Actually, it was kind of a little bit higher than that. Let's see. So 41.40 has been a big resistance point. And after the open, we dumped under it. Then we went up and tested it. We're up above it a little bit, and they got rejected, and they got rejected harder, 41.20. And then we kind of just, it seemed like the day was kind of over the big moves. Things were moving slow. Volume dropped a little bit. Yeah, these two big sell programs early kind of rallied back, and then things kind of cooled down. And then that algo just, when things cool down, you can really see it. Then we just click back on, and I'm actually gonna, let's see if I can. I said I'd show you guys this. So don't breathe into the mic. I hate that, and don't whisper either. God, my two least favorite things when I listen to people. All right, let's get that. Sorry, I got another mouse coming soon. All right. This. So what I was talking about, there's I've gone over this a few times, I think, and can I pop this out? Nope, but I can do this. Actually, you know what? You don't need to see my face, do you? BK. Have it your way. So 5 minute. So let's take a look. God, now I'm gonna scroll. I don't think I can do that. Stupid. But turning this off. Alright, so there's your gap up, right? So futures are open in here, but I just turned it off after hours, so you can't see it. But so here's your gap up. Big tank, kind of rally back, reject. So kind of your first rejection there. And these things, like obviously this doesn't show up right away, but you can kind of start seeing it when things kind of cool down. So here you kind of see it start. So you got 2 points, downtrend. Okay, fine, you could throw one there. And then you probably throw one here and see when it broke. So it's all just kind of the daily trend. So these algos, they'll let it breathe, push it down, let it breathe, but they'll keep a trend line going. See your gap down. You guys see what I'm seeing? Yeah, okay. And then it just, alright, so that was first rejection, so now we know. So it didn't make new highs, obviously. So if this popped up to up here 41.70, probably would have continued higher, but rejected. So now we know we're in a downtrend for now. Down, never really even tried to bounce here, just a lot of selling down here. And then an hour in, kind of cooled down a little bit. So you had this kind of bottomy volume spike, right? So this bar, these are volume bars. This 5 minute bar had 36 thou. I actually do these on the 3, but all right. So usually I call these algo killers or algo triggers. So when you have a reversal candle like this one, big wick down, and close green with higher volume than the previous candle, I call them killers. And the only way, so essentially turn off the algo for, the time being. And that's exactly what it did. Volume spike, bounce. It didn't break that yet. So I kind of tried to figure out what it was going to do. And then didn't break new lows, so it was still valid. And then, you got 2 points here, 3 points. And then once it got back above this bar, the last algo bar, 41.37.75, tried to reject it, held the trend line, got back above, and then kind of drifted higher. And then, no, so I'm more worried about these. See that one, and then it broke through, but then rejected. So I put another point here later in the day because it's pretty clear that we're done here. They just 46 yesterday was big resistance point. It didn't get higher than over here 49. So it kind of trough, and then sell volume came in. So there's 2 points there, and then oops. God, not having a scroll bar is the worst. So now we're back over here. So now it's rejected here, and then you can really see it come on down. And then now we got 2 down trend lines. Bounce in between, tested above, nope. And then it really, so that's double, test, fail. And then you could see it, volume just increased on the sell side. Tried to stop it, nope. Tried to stop it, didn't break this. Tried to stop it, dump. Tried to stop it, nope. Big down. Held there, and what I've seen before, and I saw it again today, I'm kind of upset because I jumped the gun a little bit, is when you have these big so this, I'll call this one a blow-off candle. So from 11:45 to 12:20, you had about 45 minutes of just pure selling. Just wouldn't let it breathe, barely upticked, just straight down. And usually what happens is then everybody goes, fine, fuck it, we're going lower. And then you get this big volume to spike down. Then it kind of reverse, and what it'll do is kind of test up, and then you'll have one more dump. And that's what it did. I think it actually just clipped lows. It did. But it held the downtrend bar, and then you could see it was game over for the upside. Big volume came in, and then it was just, oh shit, it's time to go up, I guess. So this number, 41.11, coincided with S&P at 4,100, which is a massive support point. So it's kind of like, okay, we're going to go test that thing. Let's just do it. And then we did it, and we held. And usually when that happens, it's called a put wall. If it can't get under there with any speed or gravitas, then what happens is people who start shorting here will start buying back their puts and monetize them, and that actually puts upward pressure on prices. So they started doing that, and then there you go. And then it was kind of like, oh shit, that was a bigger bounce than we thought. Now we're back above key resistance. And then it was just kind of off to the races, and they just couldn't do much. And it was just kind of one of those V days. I don't know why I just went through all that, actually. It just it is what it is. But pretty incredible fucking stuff. Right at 4,100. This 41.11 on ES. I mean, it was just 53 points, almost untouched to the upside. Which, in my mind, makes more sense. I don't think we ever should have probably touched 4,100. I think we only did it because that algo wanted it. And that algo is on since Friday until basically right here. So from Friday to today at noon 30. What it does is just frustrate you. Wipes out all the this off. Wipes out all the early dip buyers, and then they just fucking rally in your face while everybody's fucking capitulated, getting out. They're going, all right, fuck it, I'm done. This thing hasn't gone anywhere in 4 days. I'm still long. Fuck it, I'm out. And then once everybody's kind of out, then that's when they do their damage. So that's today's move in a nutshell. I think I thought we were probably gonna break out after this little bounce here, and then just nope, one more time just to fuck with you, just one more good old time. And then they rallied it late, and then really just, I mean, it rallied almost all the way back up, 41.62, and then anybody who bought the lowest sold at the end of the day. I think the MOC market on the close order was like $2 or something. So then you get chasers, and then market makers are just laughing at you while they just fucking collect all your money. Fucking assholes, I hate them. Anyways, so that was kind of the day in a nutshell, and I spent way too much fucking time on that. I want to talk about some other stuff that I like better. Save, thanks. Rum. So I said it'd be rocky road, and it is a rocky road. So this thing kind of rallied from when Tucker Carlson quit or got fired or whatever from Fox. This thing had a spike. Actually, it didn't really even spike. It just kind of, it just rallied. It was just like, it's time to go. If Tucker comes here, we're fucking set to jet. That's immediately millions of subscribers. But for now, he's on Twitter, and there's no contract between him and Twitter. He's just doing content there, which I suspect he'll probably just stick with, but their platform's not very good for videos like that. It's just not. It's just clunk. The way it's set up is too clunky for videos like that, so maybe he'll do both. I mean, you can put videos, you can sign with Rumble and then, you know, do videos on Twitter. It'll all fucking be the same. But it rallied, I think, on that news. So when Tucker got that video yesterday or whatever, this thing gapped lower, and then they tried to take it below 9, but it bounced hard there and actually ended right where it started on the day. I suspect that this thing is just, again, rocky road, but I think they're gonna be fine. Tucker wasn't the reason this thing was or is gonna be great. I mean, it would have been nice to have him, and we still might get him, but it's not the reason this thing's gonna rally. It's gonna rally because it allows. It's just a better setup than YouTube. It's an alternative form. YouTube's ultra censorish, and Rumble's not, and that's just the bottom line. So I think just slowly but surely, people are going to start and continue coming to Rumble. And I think their numbers are real, unlike some people who I mentioned yesterday. Anyways, so I think Rumble's doing just fine. I don't think, I mean, it was nice when it was 1050, but I'm not spooked by Tucker not coming over yet. And again, he still might, so we'll see. Novix, kind of more nothing. This thing's just kind of stuck now after that blow off day. Yeah, I'm still annoyed by that, just because there's people I've chirped at who have just been short for no real reason other than just to be short. And they got fucking bailed out because of that fucking fund that blew out of their position. Just annoying. And those people think they're smart, but they're not smart. Hey, when the market gives dumb people money. They had a conference today with Citigroup. We'll see if Citi initiates coverage, and if they do, and it's nice, then this thing will just slowly just start churning back up. I think 15 is like there. Once we get through 50, I think it's good to go. But for now, it's still just setting a mega fucking base here until it breaks out. Just kind of chill, wait. Onyx, I talked about that yesterday. Good day today, decent. It looks a little toppy. I could see it pulling back 14, 13. But we'll see. Who knows if they get a fucking purchase order? It's off to the fucking races. This thing's not even $1 billion market cap yet. And I was thinking about this the other day. What was it? I forget what it was. I forget the number. I was looking at how many. Let's see. Let's just do it real quick. How many X-rays are taken a day? Two-thirds of the world population. No, that was in 2012. I thought it was like 300 billion. How many X-ray scans? Sorry. How many X-ray? I don't even know how to search this. I don't know how I found it last time. Are performed each. That's what I'm looking for. 3.6 billion X-rays worldwide a year. 3.6 billion. And 2/3 the world population doesn't have access to X-ray imaging. And that's kind of what Knox is trying to go out and solve. So 3.6 bill. Well, let's just do a multiple of 1.5. Let's be super conservative with the growth of X-ray imagery availability around the world. I mean, you could do it by 3 essentially, but we'll do 1.5. Be conservative about it. If Nonix captures we'll call it 10%. Is that even? I mean, I think that's fucking conservative. If they're the growth of undeveloped or if they're the growth in X-ray access, then I think 10% of the growth of future X-rays plus capturing some of the market where it's already available is pretty reasonable, conservative thought. That's 540 billion X-rays a year, we'll call it. Wait, did I already do that by 10? Shit. Let me start with 4.6. 4.6. Oh, yeah, right. 4.6 billion. 3.6 billion. Times a multiple of 1.5. I fucking hate that guy. I hate the iPhone calculator. I got chubby fingers, okay? And they're calloused as fuck, so 3.6 bill. No, 3.6. God, sorry, people. 3.6, a multiple of 1.5 growth because 2/3 of the population don't have access. And Nonix captures 10% of the entire X-ray market. That's 540 million scans a year just for Nonix. And they charge $14 per scan. That's $7.5 billion a year. Am I out of line with saying that even with conservative numbers, they could do 7.5 in revenue in scans alone? Let's see if Interactive Brokers finally put their info in here. Ooh, they did. Wow, 1 day later. Asking you shower. Oh, no, that's not them. That's fucking Meta. And they did not. But market cap is 906 million. Wait, did they put it? No. 906 million. If they do, what I say, 7 billion in revenue? 7 billion in revenue. $7 billion in revenue. Let's just call it. That's just in revenue. So at 7 billion revenue, their overhead's not going to be that much. They're giving these things out for free, so they can charge you for the scans. So probably, I mean, let's be super fucking conservative again and just say that they rip a profit margin of like 20%. Is that unreasonable? Just fucking 20%? That's 1.5 billion in profit a year, just in scans. And with their software and all that shit, it's probably gonna be more because you're gonna subscribe. So there's gonna be some of that. Ultra conservative, 1.5 in profit a year. How long is it gonna take? I don't know, a couple of years probably, but that's 1.5 billion in profit, and the market cap currently is 900 million. I mean, is it unreasonable to call us a $5 billion company? They're doing 7 billion in revenue? I don't think so. Oopsie. So I think it goes like, I'd say like 7x from here over the next few years. Currently at 16. 16, 5 times. God, I am off today. Times, call it, I'll say 7. $115 stock. $115 stock. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But, if they start hitting marks and start getting some orders, then yeah, I see it's being very reasonable. So that's Onyx. All right, I think I'm rambling a little bit long. Banks up, banks down, banks up, banks down, banks up, banks down. I'll end it with Goldman. Banks up, banks down, banks up, banks down, banks up. I think Goldman looks like a potential double bottom on pretty shitty volume, to be honest. Barring any more bank runs or scares, which I think are probably over for a short while at least. This thing, I mean, there's a lot of resistance above, but I mean, that fucking daily is so ugly looking. But it had that big sell off when shit started hitting the fan in March. Kind of trekked back up, had a big spike in volume and rally, and then now it's kind of just back down on half volume. I think this thing can turn and run. And if this thing runs $10 over the next 2 days, I'm thinking SPX hits 4,200 this week. So there's that. Microsoft broke out. 309's been sticky as fuck, and it finally closed above. It looks like a massive breakout. But let's remember what happened to Google yesterday. Opened at 108, rallied to 110, closed at 107.5. Looked like an epic breakout, and they fucking smashed it, crooks. So keep an eye on that for Microsoft tomorrow. Although today it actually closed above on really good volume, so we shall see. These guys are sick fucks, so trust no one. And God, fucking Meta. I think Meta should already be 434, 242. But of course, they're getting cucked every time they try to run. Some negative headline comes out about them. It's classic. So we'll see. This thing loves Fridays. So if it can have a $3-4 day tomorrow, I could see 420 for 240. God damn it, 242 on Friday. Especially if the S&P hits 4,200. I don't see why this thing doesn't. I mean, give me a break. It's closed red today. Crooks. Okay, that's it for me. It's been real. Thanks for watching. This one went really long, 31 minutes. I think this might be a record. 34 minutes, for fuck's sake. I can't even think. All right. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Be